we are going to finish up chapter 6 today, lesson 6.6, systems of inequalities. You will need two different colored pens, pencils, or markers. It could be a pen and a pencil. It could be just as long as you can do two different colors, it'll be fine. Whatever you got is fine. Okay, so we have, back in chapter 5, we have graphed inequalities before. And so this is kind of a review, hopefully. But I want you to graph on your paper, graph the inequality y is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. And so I'll do this one in red. We start off with its slope-intercept form, right? So we know the y-intercept is 1 and the slope is 2. So y-intercept is 1, slope is up 2 over 1. What kind of line do I need?
Solid.
A solid line, because it's got the equal sign. So we can do, well, that was not pretty. Wasn't too bad, really, but okay, I guess I gotta click that button. Okay. There we go. Straight line. Nice and neat. Okay, what do we do when we graph an inequality? See which side is true or false and shade that side, right? Okay, so there's two ways that we talked about deciding which side is true or false. One way was substitution, right? What do we substitute in? 0, 0 is always the easiest point, so if we put 0 is less than or equal to 2 times 0, so that'd be 0 plus 1. So 0 is less than 1. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so that way we would shade this side, right? Okay. The other way that we talked about is just, since it's a less than sign, it shades below the line, right? Okay, so let's graph the other inequality on the same coordinate plane. We've got, again, slope-intercept form, so y-intercept is -1 and the slope is 1 up over 2. Okay, so we've got a -1 here, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2, or down 1, left 2. And what type of line do I need? Dotted line. I can't use that. Okay, I'm going to have to choose dotted line here. Choose a blue one. Should be okay right there. That's about right. Okay. So now I want to shade which direction? Well, it's a greater than symbol, so shade above the blue line, right? See why we're needing two colors today? All right, now the solution of this system of inequalities is, guess what?
Where the red and blue meet?
Where the red and blue meet. That's exactly right. The part of the graph that is shaded both colors solves both systems of inequality, or both inequalities. It solves the entire system. And so what we're really interested in is this section right here, okay, where the colors overlap. That's why you want to have two different colors, so you can see where the colors overlap. Or, you know, you could make different patterns or something for both lines, I guess, if you only have one color. But that's what we're doing today. You're going to graph inequalities. You're going to see where they overlap, and that's the solution for the system of inequalities. We're not going to worry about any particular way of writing that system right now, or that solution. We're just going to show it by graphing. Okay? So let's move on to some more examples. Solve the system of inequalities by graphing. So y is less than or equal to 3. What kind of line is that?
Origin.
Not the origin.
No.
It's no slope, or it's 0 slope. So it's what type of line? Not vertical, it's horizontal. It's a horizontal line, okay? All right, where y is what? 3. So you just count to the y-intercept is 3, and it's a horizontal line. Solid or dashed?
Solid.
Solid. right there. Whoops, that's not good. It had the straight line, but it, that's better. Now, where does it shade?
Further down.
Below. Y is less. So you don't want to get too carried away with your shading, or you cover up the graph where you can't see to graph the next equation or next inequality. All right, so let's graph this one. X plus y is greater than 1. What do I have to do first?
Minus x.
Get it in slope-intercept form. Thank you. So we want to subtract x. Y equals Mr. Fish. Y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 1. So y-intercept is positive 1. It's got a negative 1 slope. And it's going to have a solid line. So it looks like this. More or less. All right, and which direction do I shade it? On the top side. So where the sections, where the colored sections overlap, that's what we're interested in as a solution.
You don't have to write anything,
You just have to show it. You don't have to conclude anything about it. If you graph it correctly, then the graph speaks for itself. All right, 2x plus y is greater than or equal to 2. So subtract 2x, we're going to do that on both equations. So y is greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 2. And then the other, well, let's just graph that one. So plus 2, and the slope is down to right 1. And it's a solid line. Which way does it go? Above the line. So this way right here. Okay? Oops, wrong button. Now this one, we would subtract 2x. So y is less than negative 2x plus 4. So plus 4 is right here. They have the same slope, so they're parallel. Having trouble seeing it. I think I didn't make my red line very straight where it should have been, but it's okay.
It's dashed.
Oh, it should be dashed, thank you. Got carried away. Well, I'm just going to do it like this. Dash. Okay, so dash line, and which direction does it shade?
To the left.
To the left, below it, and so really, what's the solution to this graph?
Also.
No.
No, it's the part where they're both shaded, which is
Good.
really just this area between, right? I didn't do a very good job of shading. But just this area between, because it's to the right of the big line and to the left, or to the right of the red line and to the left of the blue line. And so just that part between the lines is what's shaded. Okay? All right. Let's solve this system. So subtract x. So y is greater than negative x plus 2. And it needs to be dashed line.
It's a negative slope. Negative slope.
Oh, it's a negative, thank you, it's negative slope. I went the wrong direction. Man, I'm trying to go fast, I guess. All right, so that, oops, is the red line. All right, so now here we add thought I switched colors. Add 4x to each side. So 2y is less than 4x plus 8.
Divide by 2.
Thank you, divide by 2, exactly right. So y is less than 2x plus 4. Oh, positive slope, other way. I'm having trouble with backward slopes today, I guess. I forgot to shade the red one, didn't I? This one is a dotted line as well. Oops, still in red. Good grief, I'm struggling here, sorry. Alright, so the blue one shades which direction?
To the right.
On this side. And where does the red one shade? Red one is greater than, so it's still above. So it's this section here is the solution. All right. This is going to get interesting. So subtract 3x from both sides, right? So negative y is greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 2. Now what?
Divide by negative.
So yeah, multiply or divide by negative 1. So it would be y is less than or equal to
3x
positive 3x minus 2. Okay, so negative 2, then up 3, right 1. And it's a solid line on this one. And we've got to go by, when you look at the, which side to graph, you've got to go by the slope-intercept form. So y is less than, so it goes to the bottom side of the line, which means this way. Okay? We've got to have to do the same thing here. Subtract 3x. So negative y equals negative 3x minus 5.
Less than.
Yeah, less than. Wow, I just get carried away, I guess. Less than times everything by negative 1, so it's y is greater than positive 3x plus 5. Okay? So 5 is right here, positive 3x, down 3, left 1, down 3, left 1. Look like that, won't it? And it's a dotted line. So y is greater than means above, right? So this would be above that line. Huh.
No solution.
So there is no solution to this system of inequalities because there's no part of the graph where they intersect. It's okay, doesn't mean it's broken, just means these two inequalities don't ever interact with one another. That's all it means, okay?
Would you say no solution, or would you just?
You would say, I prefer zero solutions because no solution makes me think that there's something wrong with it. But zero solutions just means they don't intersect. Okay? Solve the system of inequalities by graphing. Y is less than 3.
It's
Just
Type of line.
horizontal.
Horizontal line is going to be dashed. Horizontal line where x or y is 3. So right here. Whoops, you get the picture. And then y is less than 1, so that's a horizontal line where y is less than 1.
and
Okay, so y is greater than 3 is up here. and y is less than 1 is, so 0 solutions once again, right? Okay, is that making sense? I feel like we went through a lot of examples, but I wanted you to see how to do them. The other thing you're gonna have to do here is write a system of inequalities that represents the graph below. So you've got two inequalities graphed, and you've got one section shaded to show the solution to the system. We should be able to write the system of inequalities here. So let's start with this line right here. What two things do I need to write the equation? Y-intercept and the slope. So the y-intercept is -2, and the slope up 1 over 2?
Up 2 over 1.
Up 2 over 1, and it's positive or negative? It's a negative. So we've got a -2x minus 2, and the y less than, because it's shaded to the left or below it. Okay, so that represents this dotted line. All right, let's do the other one. So you need to know that's going to be this one. Y-intercept is 4, and the slope is 1. So we've got a x plus 4, right? And then it's shaded above, so it's going to be y is greater than or equal to, because the line is solid. So that's your system of inequalities. Okay?
Do we have to use 2 different colors when doing that?
No. It might help you. I mean, we could have shaded like this. We could have done blue here and red here if it helps you visualize it, I guess. But however you want to do, it's fine. All right. Okay. Let's do this one first. It should be the easiest. Y is greater than 3. Okay, it's a horizontal line. There's no slope. So it's just that y value, and since it's shaded above, it's greater than, okay? Then let's do this guy. So y-intercept is 2, the slope is 3, okay? So we've got a 3x plus 2, y is less than, because it shades below the line, okay? All right. Good job. I'm going to give you guys a worksheet. Here's, and I'll give you some instructions here in just a second.